Throughout life, we've seen people who on the outside appeared calm and settled, then out of the blue, exploded into a fit of violent anger. We've seen those kinds of situations in life. And some even ended up doing stuff of a magnitude that was simply unimaginable. It's something that you didn't expect from the person. And then the question on everyone's lips was, where did that come from? Where did that come from? What triggered it? Of course, the person who was implicated was arrested and was prosecuted and sentenced because of their actions. However, the question, where did that come from, was never properly answered. Today in our gospel, the Lord invites us to reflect on what goes on in the deepest recesses of the human heart, and not merely a focus on the actions. He wants us to address the root causes of many of the human actions sometimes that we see. On the outside, we only see the human action, but we don't know where it's coming from. Many times what we see dramatized in human action are simply symptoms of what is going on in the deepest caucus of people's hearts. In the gospel, the Lord said, as we've heard, "You've heard that it was said that you shall not kill. However, I say to you that whoever is angry with his brother or sister is not in a good place either." So it's not just the action of murder, but even just there is something that is going on deep that is symptomatic of a disorder, a spiritual disorder that is going on inside someone. So he invites us today to look at the roots of all human action and try to address each action at its very roots. Not just the action itself, but where is it coming from? Where is this coming from that we've ended up in this kind of situation? As you might be aware, the founder of Holy Cross Family Ministries, Venerable Patrick Peyton, among the many messages that he left with us was the one that a world at prayer is a world at peace. A world that is at prayer is a world that's going to be at peace. Sometimes people cannot figure out how global conflicts can be resolved through prayer. How can you associate global conflicts that we have with prayer? Well, his wisdom was that whatever large-scale conflicts that we've witnessed in any part of the world, likely it started as something small inside someone's heart. It started as just a speck inside someone's heart. It started out as a negative attitude, maybe a hateful feeling, a negative thought that simply snowballed into something big. The negative thought or hateful feeling was then shared with others. And then it started growing and growing, becoming such a big conflict to the magnitude of the Second World War, where there was massive loss of lives and massive loss of property. But it started like a little speck inside the heart of somebody. The wisdom of Venerable Patrick Peyton was that if we desire to see global peace, we need to address what is going also inside the people's hearts as well. It is the disorder at the core of the human heart that is the source of relational problems or global problems. It is the pride, it is the greed, it is the envy, it is the anger, it is the untamed appetites that are hidden down in the recesses of people's hearts that spill into our interpersonal relationships, intercommunity relationships, or even international relationships that we have. When we allow God inside our hearts through prayer, particularly, we let His light shine in every corner of our heart and consumes the hidden darkness that we have. We let His love and His forgiveness and His kindness to drive our life and our actions. So it all starts from inside. It's not only what we sing outside, but there is something that needs to happen deep inside of our lives. The good news that we have from the book of the prophet Ezekiel that we had in the first reading is that the Lord does not derive any pleasure at all from our destruction. He does not get any entertainment or pleasure out of that. He loves us and desires to work with us on fixing anything that that might be broken or might be off-center at the center of our lives. One reflection question that we can ask ourselves this Lenten day is this: what hidden intentions, what hidden impulses or interior movements do I desire to see purified or refined by God today or during this Lenten season? What kinds of impulses and intentions and everything that I desire to see the Lord purify or refine during this Lenten season? May the Lord of mercy and forgiveness visit each one of our hearts and reconcile us to himself.